Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological crystal overview for the sign of Aries. Aries, I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to do your monthly horoscope for your birthday, astrological crystal overview for your birthday. Please forgive me because of the C19 and issues of moving from one location to another. I just didn't have the time. So I hope I can make it up to you with April uh, overview. Okay, you can reach me at readingsbyleonardtmunson.net or my email address mercury524@msn.com. You can also reach me on Facebook, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. So, Aries, your second house, which is now we're in the sign of Taurus, your second house is moved to the sign of Taurus, your solar sun. So that is the house of money. So some of this is the collective. This is for Aries rising, Aries moon, Aries sun. Okay? And some of this may resonate with some of you, and some of it may not. Okay? Remember to subscribe, like, and share. So your solar second house is in the second house of Taurus. Your second house deals with your money issues. Okay, so now is the time to take a very good look at money issues. It's like having a hose and then you all of a sudden find some leakage. Water is leaking out of the hose. So there are some holes in your money situation in all areas of your life that needs to be patched up, or you need to get a new hose with no hose in it. So right now, the second house, your solar second house, you're more concerned about money. How much is going out and how much is coming in. And I'm picking up an imbalance here that some of your money is going out more than is coming in. Some of you spending money that you don't have. I see credit cards bouncing up. And I see some of you, Aries, are using your intuitiveness and your hunches. Some of you sitting down with yourself, or if you're involved with a significant others, and you're coming up with a budget plan. I'm seeing some of you coming up with a plan, at least a 2 or 5 year plan, that by that time you can be debt free of credit cards. I know the C19 has created an issue that some of you are not working. Some of you draining from your savings and some of your investments. But go ahead and take from those areas, because those areas was established for you to do this when these unforeseeable circumstances happen. So I see some of you doing that because things is going to get back to normal again. This shall pass, but things will never be the same. So you'll be able to replenish those areas. Dealing with anything, it's a time for things to grow, and it's a time for things to wither down, and the cycle begins again. So when these stay-at-home orders will be finished, it's time for you to grow those savings in those areas. So you're looking at money issues right now, where you would need the money, take from there, but replenish it. It's like the farmer who go out and plant his seeds, and in summertime, and he sees the products start to reap, and so he brings it in. He sells some, he puts some in the storage cellar, and he uses it. So when winter comes, he can go into those areas and replenish that later on in the next time. So there's money issues here. I see some credit cards issues. You can call them and they will refer that back at least 3 or 4 months. The thing that you should not do, Aries, is not ignore these issues about money. Because if you do, then the people that you owe the money to is going to have an issue, and that is going to have a problem. So call and talk to the people, and they will address these issues with you. So if you don't say anything, they're going to be really angry about it. So the whole picture of money, it's your concern now. Okay. Now, one of the stones I need you to carry with you is called a tiger stone. This is a tummo stone. This stone will help to bring some prosperity to you, Aries. Okay. I also see some of you doing very good with the lottery. So you get that hunch or you see a number all the time, I want you to go play it because that will help sustain you with this money issue. But some of you are at a budget, you're cutting the credit cards down, you're going to save more money. So there's some things I see some of you want to buy a car, some of you want to take a trip, some of you want to even buy a house. And I see some of you even want to save more money for a rainy day. So I see that you will be investing more too when this C19 is over with. A better, healthy relationship with money, how to spend it, how to save it, and how to invest it. So this is the tiger stone. And would you carry this with you for the month of your second solar house? That will be when the sun is in Taurus to leaves Taurus on the 21st. Okay. Now the tiger eye can come in different colors. It could be reddish, it could be brown, or it could be a mustard color mixed with black. Okay. Now some of you having problems with your fifth chakra too. You need to speak your truth. Again, I will emphasize doing it in a diplomatic way so you will get more bees with honey than with vinegar, okay? Then you can get what you want, okay? So I see some of you having problems with your throat. I will put off any elective surgeries. I see some of you might have a tonsil problem or a bad sinus problem here. I'm picking that up too. So I would not do anything surgically with your throat area until the sun goes into the third house of the zodiac, which is Gemini. I would not do any surgery with the throat. When the moon is in Taurus or its opposite sign, with the moon in Taurus or its opposite sign of Cancer. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about your karma card. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the karma card. So for your solar second house, this is the theme that you need to adhere to, Aries. Okay, now I'm going to pick a card. I'm more inclined to be, I'm going to spread these out. So I'm going to take my hand over and see where the heat is at. I'm looking at this card. That is your karma card. And your karma card is in the sign of Virgo. Methods for the healing power of the analyzation of resulting from the perfection. So, again, we talk about this healing power, Aries. Some of you having problems with your throat. So I need you to check it out. But I do not need you to do any surgery on this area until the sun goes in Gemini, and do not have any surgery done on this area when the moon is in Taurus or its opposite sign, I must correct myself, in Scorpio. So that is your karma card for your solar second house, which deals with your money and the issue with your throat. It deals with Virgo, or deals with health, work, and service. So the first thing is your spirit. Methods for the healing power. So that's what your spirit wants. New methods of healing yourself in this area. And analyzing what you have been doing wrong to create this health issue in your body. And when you do that, the physical result of that will be the resulting from the perfection of what you did. Okay? Now, your tarot card for the month of April, that your solar sun is in your second house, which is connected with money. Shuffling the card. I'm going to pick this card. Now, this tarot card is crossing you. It's an opposition. It opposes you. This is a negative. This will turn into positive. Okay? Now, this is a challenge. Some people, you read cards, if it's opposite to you, that means you've overcome it. But I don't do that. I do it in a different way. You will overcome it because you're going to face this challenge. So this is the card of 2. 2 represents Taurus. Again, here we go with that third house. That fifth chakra. It deals with choices and money, work, and possession. So this is 2 of Wands. Wands represents growth, movement, change, and messages. This is the fiery energy. So it deals with Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You don't have to be that, but this is the kind of energy that is around you during the month of your solar second house, will be in April and the beginning of May. Okay? So this also representing juggling that. Okay? So it represents it's time for you to take action, initiation. Okay? It also represents, but look at the big picture before you leap. Okay? It also represents karma. So karma is not a rug that's going to be swept from underneath you all of a sudden. It's not a punishment, but it's telling you that cause and effects. If you make a decision that caused this, then these are the effects is going to happen. So I feel that your fifth chakra has been blocked because you have not spoken your truth. You've been a people pleaser, and you're not being your authentic self. So you can speak your truth in a diplomatic way and take the anger out of it. So when you're speaking that truth, the person or people that you're speaking the truth to will be more receptacle to help you out. Okay? Now, I'm going to look at the planets and where they're at the time. That's also going to affect you. Okay, we have Venus in Gemini. Venus is the goddess of love. She's also the ruler of Taurus, and she's also the ruler of Libra. So Venus in Gemini deals with money, love, and the finery. Again, communication. So you need to communicate how you want this budget, this thing that's affecting your money issue. You need to sit down, write out a budget, see where you can cut and save. And you have to sacrifice. You have to tighten your belt. So you have to communicate it. So if you have a significant other, you need to communicate that with that person or anyone that is contributing to this drain of your resources. Okay? Mercury is in Taurus right now. So there's again that communication, because Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini, communicating about this money. No, Mercury's in Aries. Mercury's in Aries right now. So you're thinking about this communication about money. I also see some short distance travelings. I also see some communication with siblings in those areas. I also see some educational new adventures going on in those areas. Okay. I also see things happening to communicate better than what you were before about these issues about money. Now, on tomorrow, Mercury will go into Taurus. Again, this money issue is going to be front and center, and you're going to come up with the right solutions to solve this money issue. So it will be Mercury be in Taurus the 27th of April to the 11th of May. Okay? Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto represents transformation, change. Okay? So you're going through a transformation. And right now, part of that transformation is about money. How to make it, how to save it, and how to invest it. And how to cut unnecessary expenses. Now, Pluto went into It's in Capricorn, but it's retrograding. Now the retrograding starts today. So that means when a planet's retrograding, the two letters is re. So you're revisiting this issue about money. So that's what money is on your mind, Aries, in all areas of your life. So when a planet's retrograding, when it was going direct 5 months ago, you're retracing the things that you did. Okay, so it has to do with money. There was an overflowing of money. You were spending like no tomorrow, Aries. Now you got to pay the piper, and you have to cut and come up with a budget. Okay, so you're tracking things that you miss and details that you miss, and you're correcting it. So some of you might have missed some details of getting a loan and that you could have got a better interest rate. So maybe you can go back and get that low interest rate. Some of you are disputing credit, your credit score, or things that's on your credit score that shouldn't be on there. So this is what's happening now. So that transformation that you're going through. So you're going through a transformation that deals with everything in your life that has to deal with money. You want to clear it up. Mars is in Aquarius. So Mars is the planet of action, vigor, force. Okay, it's raw energy. So you have the energy to deal with certain things coming up. So Aquarius represents freedom, independence, humanitarian thing. So some of you might be going to get assistance from organizations, and there's nothing wrong with that because you have given money to this organization. So now the time for you to need it and get back. Okay. We have Neptune in Pisces. So trust your intuition, trust your feelings. Okay, and your psychic ability. Okay. Pisces, the 12th house, to deal with things behind the scenes, hidden. Things are hidden, secret enemies, and it deals with endings. So I see a lot of things are endings in these areas in your life. Okay. Then we have Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus again deals with money, work, and possession. We're going to become more of a cashless society. Okay. Long distance relationship is going to be the norm. Okay. Age difference is not going to be as great as that's going to be the norm. We're getting control of the environment. We're going to clean up the air, the water. We're going to take the GMO out of this. We're going to get away from these chemicals and all this vaccine stuff that is destroying our tempo, which is our body. So we need to stop that. Okay. Taurus also represents a better relationship with money. So we see that money factor coming in again. Now, Uranus went in Taurus on the 6th of March, 2019, and will stay in there to 2016. LGBTQ community is going to have the rights that is naturally and divinely given to them. But man has tried to change everything around and put it in a negative way. So these laws is going to be enforced, and punishment is going to be given to people who violate the LGBTQ community right. Jupiter's in Capricorn. So Jupiter's the planet of abundance, expansion, new opportunity, truth, blessings. Okay, and it represents karma. So if you did good karma, it's coming back to you in blessings. So that warehouse in the divine house is opening up for blessings. Those who believe in the divine source will survive this. Those who do not and do not take this seriously will have a big problem. Jupiter went into Capricorn in 2019, December, and was staying there to December 2020. Then we have Saturn Aquarius. Saturn represents structure. So air signs is going to affect you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That old structure is going to be torn down. Independence, freedom, revolution. So you're going to come, revolutionary change is going to happen. Remember, Aquarius deals with the future. So a lot of the time they're ahead of their time. So this is the future. In a stellar space traveling, electricity, computer. A lot of things are going to be on electronic more. You see how people are working from home now, using the computer more than ever. Okay? The north node of the moon has moved from Gemini, which deals with communication, and it's moved to Cancer. So Cancer deals with emotions, family, women, uh, security, home. So all these issues are now going to come into being. Okay. Now, it's the north of the moon is retrograding in Cancer now, and it went retrograde on January the 1st. 2020, it was in Gemini, now it's in Cancer, and it will not go direct into January of 2021. So again, we look at those two letters, re. So we're revisiting these areas of our home, our family, our children, security, and women issues. So this is going to come to the forefront. So what we miss when this planet was going direct, we're going back and correct it. See that what we have missed and what details, and we're going to correct it. So you can see changes happening in those areas. But Aries, the overall thing for your solar second house in Taurus is money. What you can do with it, what you can make with it, what you can save with it, and how you can grow with it. So it's going to be a healthy relationship when all this is over about money. You'll respect it more. So Aries, I wish you well. I hope to see you again. And Gemini, when the solar sun goes into Gemini, and give you your monthly astrological overview for this. Thank you so much, and stay safe and practice distance from other people. Use the mask, use the gloves, not just to protect you, but to protect other people and in your family. Ciao.